between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball coming up right after this. Reggie Lawson, a right-hander from the great state of California, getting the call here tonight. 6'4" and 205 pounds, age 22. Will get the starting assignment here for the Missions on the mound. Mickey McDonald will stride to the plate first to start the ball game. And we are about ready to go on this beautiful Friday night. Well, we got to go ahead and say, let's play ball. And here's the first pitch by Lawson. And that one is too high, and we are underway as that one is outside. And the count now is 1-0. So far, glad to be with you on this nice Friday night. Don't forget, we start this weekend with the Rockhounds. Last ever 3 games against these 2 ball clubs of the year. That's going to be right to center. Center fielder Hassel has it, and he's got it for the out and 1 away. Well, the chance now to give you starting lineups for the visitors here tonight. So far, these guys are trailing the Missions. And got to say, they are trying to get back in this thing and try to win. And pretty much get into second place. Marcos Brito, the second baseman, will stride in. And now here is the pitch by Lawson. And that's going to be a ball outside, and the count now is 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that's right there, high fly, out in foul grounds. And that ball will go foul. Here's a 1-1. And that's a changeup. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So far, San Antonio leads in the second place position. 51 and 44. Midland 49 and 50. So far last night losing to the Missions. And that's going to be right there. A base hit. So what a way to get this one going. That'll bring in Lazaro Armenteros. He strides in. And here's the pitch, and that's a 2-seam fastball inside, and the count now is 0-1. Left fielder is Lazaro Armenteros in the box as he's ready to go. Runner at first, 1 away in this top half of the first inning. 2-seam fastball inside, and the count now is 0-2. So far, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what last night's ball game was. It was a close finish, 4-3, the final in that score. Well, the Springfield Cardinals and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals making up the rained-out game that they had to deal with, especially with the torrential downpours that postponed just that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count now is 1-2. So far, you got some pretty good crowds here tonight. So far, everybody getting their tickets punched. Swing and a miss, get him down. And he punched his ticket for them, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Edwin Diaz.
That will bring in Edwin Diaz. Diaz is coming in. Lawson is getting ready. Yeah, right to first to Malone, and he's back in standing. Here's the pitch, and that's outside for the four-seam fastball. The count now is 1-0. Happy Friday. Start off the weekend. Good crowds we got here on hand. There's a runner. And he's going. And he's got him, trying to steal. And with that, the side is retired. Another look here at the magnificent throw from the catcher. We go to the bottom of the first, and we have no score. Parker Dunshee getting the call here tonight. 6'0" and 215 pounds, age 24, from Zionsville, Indiana. Pretty good here as he pitched in last night's game for Midland. Here is Aggie Rosario, and we are about ready to go here in this half inning. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be inside for the cold strike, and the count is 0-1. Go ahead, give you your ball clubs here tonight. Got Frisco at Amarillo, Midland at San Antonio, Springfield and Northwest Arkansas, Corpus Christi at Arkansas, and Tulsa at Wichita. So far, I have been saying it for the last 2 nights, and I just cannot wait for our second year together, beginning in 2022. So far, the Missions will play their 9 ball clubs in the AA Central. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Aggie Rosario will be the first out of the inning.
The third baseman,
that would bring up the hot corner third baseman. That is Eschuri Ruiz. Ruiz coming in, and he is ready to go. Here's the pitch, and that's inside for a slider. And the count now 0-1. They call Eschuri the hot corner man for a reason, is because he's over there at third base. So far, this guy is just the best man for the job, and so far the Missions handpicked him to be a third baseman. Here is the 1-1 by Parker, and swing and a miss. Looked like he was chasing a pterodactyl with that baseball bat. Now the count now is 1-2. And that's going to be lifted high fly into the air right to center. And the center fielder will get it for the second out of the inning. Well, a chance now to give you starting lineups here tonight for the Missions. So far, last night it was a close finish by the final score of 4-3 against the Midland Rockhounds. So far, with leading by 2 wins against the Rockhounds, Missions look for the 52nd here tonight. Ben Ruda, the left fielder, coming in, and here's the pitch to him. That's a changeup down close to the dirt for the ball, and the count 1-0. Sky 65 degrees is our great temperature. And I gotta say, you just gotta love a beautiful evening. We had thunderstorms, but not enough. Over on the other side of town, it was raining, such as IH-35 and those spots over there that got the rain.
That's a ball.
Probably a few sprinkles over here, but not so much in the way of severe weather. Maybe a few lightning strikes, but nothing serious. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch by Parker, and that's ball 4. And he walks him. And there is a 2-out base runner.
shortstop, CJ.
That'll bring in CJ Abrams as he comes in and is ready to go. So far, runner at first with 2 away in this half inning. Here's the pitch to him. And that's lifted high fly into the air to center. Center fielder has it, and he's got it for the out, and that will end the inning. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 walk. On to the top of the second, and we still have no score. Edwin Diaz, the first baseman, will start the top half of the second inning for Midland. So far, go ahead, give you shout-outs. We got fans from Midland and Corpus Christi watching. So far for the Corpus Christi Hooks, being far away from home in Arkansas. Playing the Arkansas Travelers on the road. Time now for a defensive alignment for the home side. And looking in left is the legendary Ben Ruta. So far, this guy can chase the fastball down with Robert Hassel and Joshua Mears. So far, these guys have the outfield responsibility to run the fastball down and to catch it for outs. There's a 4-seam fastball, and the count now is 0-1 to Robert Poisson. Shortstop here tonight, that is Robert. And pretty much he is good for the Rockhounds. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss and just outside. And he is just chasing. So the count now is 0-2. Lovely home crowd here tonight. So far, if you're just tuning in with us, we welcome you to our live broadcast. And hope you stay with us through this weekend and through the remainder of this 12-game, or should I say 13 game homestand. 7 against Amarillo and 6 against Midland. That's going to be right there, and that will go out of play and foul. Well, the first hand we play Midland the 7 games after the Rockhounds leave. We'll play Amarillo for the 7-game series. Even though on Tuesday will be our 9-inning games. And then getting into September, first day, will be our 2 double-header 7-inning games. 30 minutes in between. And make sure you guys don't miss it, because we are live on MLB Network for the remainder of this year. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That is outside for the ball, and that's ball 4. And Reggie Lawson loses him on 6 pitches. That'll bring in Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom is coming in. Average is a 218 over an opposition of 320. So far, pretty good for Tyler. Now the pitch here. And that's going to be a 12-inch curve, but the count now is 1-0, called for the ball. So far, Reggie, he has a little bit of a disagreement with the home plate umpire, but it's not arguable. I mean, gotta say, you just cannot argue with balls and strikes. That is not the pitcher's responsibility. And I've been saying this for the course of the season now. You cannot do that when you're on the mound. Because home plate umpire could go out and say something. He can warn both bullpens. And you just don't want to make yourself look bad right there in front of your manager. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count now, runner at first after the walk, 1 away. So far, so good. Lawson looking in. The 1-2. And that's going to be popped foul out in left field. And that will go out of play. And still holding on at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. And that's a swing and a miss. There's the second out of the inning. And there is 2 away.
The third baseman.
We'll go ahead and give some shout outs. Got Mr. Jack Plays. Hello, Jack. How you doing? Here is the pitch, and that's a two-seam fastball down, close to the kneecaps by Jordan Diaz. And the count now is 0-1. The hot corner man from Midland. Now the 0-1. And that's a four-seam fastball, and the count now is 0-2. So, 2 strikes on him now in the hole. Looking for a strikeout. And here's the 0-2. And that's right there, right to first. And he's got it as he grabs that one out of midair for the final out of this half inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 walk. We go to the bottom half of the and we still have no score.
Leading off for the Missions.
Now leading off for San Antonio is the Missions catcher, Winston Sawyer. There's the pitch. That's the four-seam fastball outside, and the count now is 1-0. Well, a little few rain showers with those clouds. So far, it has been a little bit of a rainy day. I won't disagree with Mother Nature here. So far, she's been really active. But good news is, we play baseball. Mother Nature is happy. And so far, we are good to go. That's going to be right there, high fly up in the right field area. And the center fielder is going to run after it. And the right fielder gets it. And 1 away. Am I going to do a AAA series? Well, I might think about it. But anyway. Time now for a defensive alignment for the Rockhounds. And patrolling the right field area is Mickey McDonald. So far, he's a pretty good guy out there. He's got Ramon Lauriano out in center and Lazaro Armenteros in left field. The outfield is most important when it comes to these baseballs being hit. Oh, you got to go? Okay, well, no problem, man. The count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, let me guess. Is it your birthday today? 'Cause happy birthday if it is. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 away, nobody on. And this half inning. Clouds starting to move out. And so far, it is a mostly cloudy evening, and that's going to get away from them, and the count now is 2-2. Here's the 2-2, and that's lifted high fly in the air, and center fielder is running after it, and he gets in there, and he's got it for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7.
Tyler Malone, the Mission's first baseman, will stride in and is ready to go. That changeup down low. The count now is 1-0. 1-0 delivery. And that's right there. And that's a base hit right there to second. The second baseman tries to get that one, but that baseball escapes his glove. And that's going to bring in Joshua Mears. Here's the pitch to him. That is a four-seam fastball in the corner, and the count now is 0-1. The right fielder is coming in, as he has a man at first base with 2 away. 1 run Looking out there at first base is the runner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 hit for both sides. Here's the 1-1. And that's a changeup, and that is outside for the ball, and the count 2-1. Now, plate discipline through the season, you always got to carry that kind of technique, especially when you know that the high fastball can sometimes fool you in a way that could get you down. And that's right there. High fly into the air to right field. McDonald got it, and he secures it for the final out of the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, no errors. And we go to the top half of the 3rd inning, and we still have no score. Each here tonight, starting up the top half of the 3rd inning for Midland. Here's a pitch, and swing and a miss. It was like he was chasing a pterodactyl with that baseball bat, and that was a swing like really bad, and the count 0-1. Now the 0-1, and that's lifted high fly in the air, but that will go out of play and foul. The count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the punch out, and right there, out in left field, that one will go foul, and the count still holding at 0-2. 0-2. Chop foul. And still hanging on. 0-2. Lifted high fly in the air towards the center fielder. And Hassel has it for the first out in the 3rd inning. Now here is Ramon Lauriano, the center fielder. As he comes in and is ready to go. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be lifted high fly in the air, but that'll go foul and out of play. Oh, and 1. Outside the 12-inch curve. So far, Lawson tries to sneak that fastball behind him. And that 12-inch curve, he's usually good with that 12-inch 6 curve. Swing and a miss. And just down low in the count 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strike looking in is Lawson. 1 away, nobody on. Top of 3, no score. Swing and a miss. Get him down. Strikeout as he swings. And like I said, was there a flying pterodactyl he was aiming for? I guess there was. I don't know. There's a pitch to him. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball. And the count now is 1-0 to Mickey McDonald. The right fielder, last time he flied out back in the 1st and is 0 for 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to him, and that's going to be lifted high fly in the air, and that'll go out of play and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, and that's down low, close to the caps of Mickey McDonald. So 1-2 is the count. One and 2. Right there, 4-seam fastball will be fouled off into the left field area. One ball and 2 strikes. And that's lifted right there, right to center. That's going to be line drive into trouble. And that's going around right to first to second, the second to third, and he's in there with a 2-out triple. So it blistered that baseball. And now he's in third base, about ready to score on another base hit. So it takes one more. And now here's the pitch to him. Lifted high fly in the air. Left field, Ruta has it, and he's got it for the final out of the inning. And so far, the Missions will avoid danger after the 2-out triple. No runs on one hit, one left at third, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third, and we still have no score. Robbie Podorski, the DH here, strides in and is ready to go. Here is the pitch. Parker Dunshee, and the slider is outside for the ball, and the count now is 1-0. Parker Dunshee now at 31 pitches. He is on a rehab assignment for the Midland Rockhounds. He was born on February 12th, 1995, in his home of Zionsville, Indiana. So far in 2017, he was the 7th overall pick for the Oakland Athletics and went to Wake Forest College. So far, Parker Dunshee is at an ERA of 6.07 over 319. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Now the 3-2. And that's going to be right there, left field. Running, and he's got it. So that's the first out of the inning, and it felt like it was going to get down for at least a double. But instead, that goes down, and he is out in left field. Aggie Rosario coming in, and that's going to be a slider inside for the cold strike, and the count 0-1. Strikeout in the first is 0 for 1 by Aggie. And so far, so good here in this one. Want to remind our fans that tomorrow is Saturday night. So far, hope you guys come out and enjoy the ball game. And don't forget, Sunday night, we'll wrap up this last ever series against Midland. So far, last 3 ball clubs of the year is Amarillo, Frisco, and Corpus Christi. And that will do for 2021. Missions on the road after the 7-game set against Amarillo. They will go to Frisco and play one more week on the road and come home and play the final 6 games here at home. Right there. Right to left field for the out and 2 away. Now that'll bring in the hot corner man, Eschuri Ruiz. Line out in the first and is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch by Eschuri. And that's in there for a cold strike, and the count 0-1. Last of the third inning, and still no score. Missions and Rockhounds have gotten into the hit column, but now it's the objective to getting into the runs column. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Ruiz will go down on strikes. And that would do for this half inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on bases. It's on to the top of the 4th, and still no score. Lazaro Armenteros, the left fielder, struck out in the first and is 0 for 1.
Lazaro Armenteros.
And out to him. And that's a 12-inch curve outside, and the count now is 1-0. Beautiful shot from our high-angled right behind home plate. Got to give some kudos to the guys running those cameras. Just got to love it when they do that. You get a whole view of the field. I like that. Thank you guys for getting in there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And that's lifted high fly in the air. Ruta has it, and he's got it for the out and 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now that'll bring in Edwin Diaz. Fly out in the second, and he is 0 for 1. Scoreless through 3 full innings of play here tonight. Missions and Rockhounds looking pretty good, but need some runs in to score to win this one. Swing and a miss, and the count now is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on bases with a runner out. There's a 1-1. And that one is too high outside, and the count 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike the count. 2-1. That one right there, chopped foul, and the count now 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lawson's got confidence, 2-2. And again, fouls that one off, the 2-seam fastball. Still at 2-2 the count. Looking in is Reginald Jefferson Lawson, and that one gets fouled. So it's a battle here, as the batter and the pitcher have a battle. And the 2-2 right there, high fly into the air. Left fielder Ruta has it, and he's got it. So 2 away and recorded.
Now batting.
Now that'll bring up Robert Poisson, the shortstop. He was back in the second inning. There was a walk for him during that inning. And now the count now is 0-1. Poisson, talking with home plate umpire, don't know what this is about, but he's in a little bit of a disagreement. But let's be honest, you cannot argue balls and strikes, because that's not anybody's job than the AA Central umpires. 14 balls, 52 strikes, total 56 for Reginald Jefferson Lawson on the mound for the Missions here tonight. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to him, and that's going to be right there. Back up the middle for the base hit. So 2 out single. And going back to the top of the order now.
The catcher, Tyler Soderstrom.
That'll bring in Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom coming in, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball, and the count is 0-1. Soderstrom, he struck out back in the second and is 0 for 1. Looking pretty good here. The pitch to him, and that is far and outside for the ball. The count evens at 1-1. Top of 4 here tonight. Rockhounds and Missions. So far, if you are watching other ball clubs, the AA Central, Springfield, and Northwest Arkansas in their doubleheader after being rained out in last night's delay. 1-1. And that's a changeup, and the count now is 1-2. So far, got Tulsa at Wichita, and Rockhounds at San Antonio, and Frisco at Amarillo, and Corpus Christi at Arkansas. That's right there, 4-seam fastball, and that is out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing, pitch on his way, and that's going to be right there out of play. So still hanging on at a ball and 2 strikes. Ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And, ooh, ouch. That got the catcher right there in the coconuts. And hope he's okay. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the punch out by Reginald. And that's right there. And Ruta has it. And he's got it for the final out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, no errors. Bottom of inning number 4 coming up, and still no score.
Leading off for
The left fielder is Ben Ruta, as he was a walk back in the first inning. So far, sun beginning to set on this beautiful Friday evening. So far, hope everybody is enjoying this great old game. Hope y'all can come back and enjoy the remainder of this homestand. Now, I will say that time is running out because we got 2 more homestands after this one. That is with Amarillo and Corpus Christi. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. Now 49 pitches for Parker Dungy. That is far and outside for the slider. And that will load things up at 3-2. Three and two. Swing and a miss. The 4-seam fastball gets him down. And it would have been ball 4 if he would have held up in time. And that would have bring in C.J. Abrams. Abrams coming in, ready to go. 4.5 innings of a game that's scoreless. And so far, fans are wondering, how long does this continue, actually? Well, my personal experience is it goes on until somebody gets some base hits and a home run or something else. But anyway, it goes on for a while. Fielder running after it, can't catch up to it, as that ball will go foul, and the count is 0-2. And that's a 4-seam fastball that is outside of the count, 1-2. So far, Parker Dungy, he's had the combination of both ball and strikes. And really, it's not getting to him. But evidently, he's getting in what he deserves. But he can stand to be in for the winner if the Rockhounds could come in and win this one. Swing and a miss, and Abrams goes down on strikes, and 2 away in the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Winston Sawyer.
That'll bring in Winston Sawyer. Sawyer coming in and ready to go. Here's the pitch to him, and that is far and outside for the changeup. And the count now is 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0. Outside, a slider. And that one is far and outside for a ball. So the count now is 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch by Dungy. That one is down, so 3-0 the count. On deck is Robert Hassel, the center fielder. Sun beginning to set. And it got more clouds moving in. Right there, 3 balls, 1 strike, the 4-seam fastball. And oh my goodness, look how beautiful that looks. As the sun reflects off the clouds out there on the left and the side of your screen. And I bet there's a lot of people saying, whoa, that is pretty. It's just a beautiful evening for baseball. Sun beginning to set. Friday night, halfway over. Here's a 3-2. And that's back up a middle, a base hit. So still alive for one more batter. And there's a runner now at first base.
The center fielder, number 9, Robert.
There's the center fielder, Robert Hassel, coming in. And now here is the pitch. Lifted high fly. Right there. Third and left. And he can't get there. He belly flopped like a fish. And he can't get there. And that one will land foul. So good thing is he didn't touch that one. That would have been out number 3 on the spot. Here's the 0-1. And that one is right there. And that is out of play. And the count now is 0-2. And that one is a four-seam fastball. That's down low. So the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Outside, far and wide. The changeup. And that will be 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Right there, popped foul. And whoa, that fastball had some speed to it. Here is the 2-2 delivery. And swing and a miss. And Robert will go down. And with that, the side is quickly retired. We go to the top of the 5th. And we still have no score. Jordan Diaz, the hot corner third baseman, will stride in for the top of the 5th inning. As he was a line out back in the 2nd. Here's the pitch to him, and that's going to be a four-seam fastball that is outside. And the count now is 1 ball and no strikes. Here is the 1-0. Lifted high fly into the air. And the right fielder has it. And Mears will take that and put it himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Jonah Bride, the designated hitter, flied out in the 3rd inning and is 0 for 1. So far, so good here in this game, but no score to this point. Fans wonder, how long does this keep on going? And oh man, look out. That one nearly plunked him in the face. Well, I should say, whoa, look out. That nearly took your nose off. So 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. The four-seam fastball is inside. And the count now is even. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and the count now is a ball and 2 strikes. So far, a lot of confidence running through Reginald Jefferson Lawson. Now here's the 1-2 that's lifted, high fly, but that will go out of play and foul. The count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And there goes the second batter in this half inning, 2 away.
Now batting, number 22.
Now that'll bring in number 22. Here's a pitch to him, and that's lifted high fly in the air. Right to center. And the center fielder, Hassel, has it for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we still have no score.
Leading off for the
Tyler Malone, the first baseman, a 1-for-1, a single in the second inning. Halfway home here tonight, still no score to this point onward. Nail and Jackson, two right-handers warming up in the Midland bullpen. So far, looking for some runs. Here is the 0-1, and that is right there out of play. And the count now is 0-2. So Amarillo, Frisco, and Corpus Christi, the last three opponents of the year in 2021. So far, don't forget that 2022 will start Friday, April 28th. And that's going to be lifted right there, and that will go to shortstop for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now here is Joshua Mears, the right fielder. As a fly out in the second and is 0-for-1. Friday, April 8th, three-game set at Corpus Christi. And we are back home on Tuesday, April 12th versus the Frisco Rough Riders. Here's the 0-1. And that's lifted high fly into the air. Right to left field. And that will do for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 7.
Robbie Podorski, the designated hitter, coming in and ready to go. Here's the pitch to him. And that's right there. That's going to get down for the base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to get into second with a 2-out double. So that brings in the runner in scoring position. And that'll bring in Aggie Rosario. Rosario coming in and is ready to go. Here's the pitch to him. That's inside for the four-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1. Rosario was a strikeout and a flyout and is 0-for-2. So far, so good. Looking in. And that's right there. Right to third, right to first for the out. And there is 3 up, 3 down. No runs on one hit and 1 left. Get left stranded in scoring position. Top of inning number 6, and still no score. Mickey McDonald, the right fielder, was a 1-for-2. Correction, 1-for-2, triple in the third. And is ready to go. Start of 6 innings for Reginald Jefferson Lawson right there. Mears has it, and 1 away. So far we are scoreless through 5 innings of play here tonight. There's Marcos Brito striding in. Here's the pitch to him, and that one goes right there to right. And Mears gets 2 of them for 2 outs. So what a way to get that one going. Lazaro Armenteros, the left fielder from Midland, fly out and strikeout, and is 0-for-2. Here's the pitch, and that one is too high up outside. And the count is 1-0. Top of 6 tonight, 75 pitches so far for Reggie Lawson. And here's the 1-0, too high. Again, the four-seam fastball is outside. And the count now is 2 balls and no strikes. Other shout-outs, we got fans from Section 200 waving at us. So a good evening to those guys. 3 balls, no strikes, and Lawson is barking at the home plate umpire in disagreement. And home plate umpire is like, okay, that's enough. Don't say anything else. Just try hard enough to get some strikes in there. 3-1. And that's in there for the cold strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike in that one. Here's the 3-1. And right there, high fly in the air. That will load the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, nobody on. Top of 6, no score. Here's a pitch. And that one's going to be hit to left field. Ruta has it, and he's got it for the out. No runs on 1. No hits, no errors. And nobody left on. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and still no score.
Leading up for
Esteri Ruiz, the third baseman, strike in for the bottom of the home 6th inning. Now here is the pitch that is far and outside for the four-seam fastball, and the count now is 1-0. Boy, gotta love a beautiful evening. There is clouds. So far, the sun is going down, and hope everybody is just enjoying a beautiful day here at the ballpark, because we're going to have a lot of beautiful days. Uh-oh, he misses it, and the third baseman can't get in there, and that will be called a base hit. Well, we're going to have some time called here, as here comes the manager. And so far, that will do it for Parker Dunshee here tonight. So far, he stands to be the winner if the bullpen could come in and find ways to score some runs. And he will be available for the W. James Nail coming in, a 6'4", 185-pound right-hander. And age 26. I won't forget about his age. And so far, it is going pretty well. Here's the pitch to him. That is going to be a cold strike. And the count now is 0-1. Left fielder Ben Ruta walks in the first inning and is 0 for 1. Now here's the pitch. That is inside. And the count now is 0-2. Is the 0-2 outside, far and wide. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, there's the manager right there, and he's looking at his new pitcher out there on the mound for Midland. Pitcher in relief, and that's going to be a cutter outside. And the count now 2-2. Well, don't know if he's getting a little bit confused, but let's hope he's not. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air to the right field area. And McDonald will get that one. Well, the first out here in the home 6. In now is the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Here's the pitch to him. And that is outside for the ball. And the count now is 1-0. Well, nightfall is coming in. And the pitch here. Right there at the knees and called strike. And the count now is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, two-seam fastball outside. And the count now is 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's right there. Will they get down? Yes, it will for the base hit. Now they get a runner into scoring position and looking for some runs.
Now batting, the catcher.
Let's hope that they get in. And here is Winston Sawyer now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, the slider. And the count now is 0-1 to the missions catcher. Single in the fourth, 1 for 2 here tonight. So far, Winston Sawyer in the dish. There's the 0-1 outside, far and wide, the slider. The count now is 1-1. First and second with 1 away here in this half inning. Outside again, 2 balls, 1 strike. Look like this guy on the mound for Midland just a little bit scared, as he's got first and second with 1 away. Outside for a slider, ball 3. And on deck is the center fielder, Robert Hassel. Boy, I bet this guy's heart is just racing. He gave up 2 hits already. And now here's the 3-1, and that is in there for the full count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's down low, ball 4, and bases get loaded. And uh-oh. Yep, something tells me that this pitcher on the mound ain't happy at all. And he's just not happy. If he walked in at least 1 runner, and now bases are juiced. And here's Robert Hassel now as he takes a slider inside. And the count now 0-1. Ruiz is at first, Abrams at second. And so far, runner at first. And that is Sawyer. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Grand slam opportunity. And that's a changeup called strike. And the count now is 1-2. Sawyer at first. C.J. Abrams out at second. And so far at third base. And ball 2 is Eschuri Ruiz. So bags loaded up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a grand slam will really work right here. Here's the 2-2. And that's right there, and that is out of play. So the count still remains at 2 even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And right there, the changeup. And the count now is at 2-2. Still hanging on. 2-2, down low, full count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Risking of walking another, that'll bring in the game's first run. Full count now with bases loaded. And lifted high fly in the air. And that won't get far enough for a run to come in to score. And there is 2 away.
Now batting.
Tyler Malone, the first baseman, the single in the second, and is 1 for 2. Base is still loaded, looking for some runs. Here's the pitch to him, and that is outside for the ball. A 2-seam fastball outside, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside again, far and wide. So 2 balls, 1 strikes. So far, this new guy on the mound for Midland, he's just been struggling. Gave up a walk and 2 bases that got base hits. And that's right there. That's going to be line drive. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and there's going to be a 3rd run. And he's going to come on home with it, and he's in. And finally, the game has scored its runs.
Now batting. Right field.
And San Antonio gets 3 runs across the score. That's going to bring in Joshua Mears. So what a way to get this one going. And the Missions are up ahead. Four-seam fastball. And the count now is 0-1. Mears 2 flyouts and he is 0 for 2. Runner at second, fourth man in scoring position. That's right there and out of play. And then as you hear the big doink, that is the baseball hitting the ceiling. Swing and a miss. And right there, right to first. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs come in across the score on 4 hits. And we go to the top of the 7th. And it's the Missions lead 3-0. Edwin Diaz, the first baseman, 2 flyouts and 0 for 2 will start the top of the stretch inning. So far, so good here tonight. 3-0 our score as the Missions score in 3 runs. And so far, this game is going to be theirs. Right there to center, and Hassel has it for the first out of the inning. In now is Robert Poisson, the shortstop, the single man in the 4th inning. 1 for 1. Looking in, ready to go. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be lifted right there. And out of play, that bounces close to the warming up pitchers. Now here's the pitch. That is far and outside for the ball. And the count now is 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Right there, up and right. That will go out of play and foul. So 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Outside, whoa, swing and a miss, and he get him down. Boy, he pulled that one out of his pocket and sends him home in a suitcase. That 12-inch curveball was just the first one he throws, and somebody goes chasing after it, and there is now 2 away. Well, Lawson, this will be his last inning of play here. And that's going to be right there to center. And that will do for this half inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up a stretch. It's take me out to the ball game. Robbie Podorski, the designated hitter, will come in. And here is the pitch. That is down low, the slider. That's outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. 3-0 San Antonio lead over Midland. Gotta say, it is a pretty good evening for baseball here tonight. So far, partly cloudy skies. The stars are out. It's beautiful. Yes, the moon will be out too, but it'll be halfway or probably full moon. I don't know what shape it is, but hopefully it's a full moon tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stadium lights already obscuring the stadium. And on deck is Agate Rosario. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So far, 3 runs already back in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gotta say, that was just a perfect base hit. That got 3 runs home, and so far the Missions look for their 2nd win here tonight. That's ball 4. And Podorski gets walked down. And now Aggie Rosario is coming on the dish. Well, 36 pitches and all have not been consistent and precise. So far, it is just a bad way to get started as a relief pitcher. And back to first, and he is back in standing. So far, bottom of the 7th, runner at first after the walk. And Rosario could do more damage. And right there, did he held up? No, he did not. That's called strike. Ruled by the home plate umpire. Says he went around, didn't hold up in time, and that's what gets you.
Nope. Ball one.
So the count now is 0-2. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first. Swing and a miss, Rosario. Boy, he's just chasing those bad ones here tonight. Here's the 1-2. Uh-oh, there he goes down. Strike 3 called. And with 1 away in this one.
Third baseman, number 3.
Eschuri Ruiz, the hot corner third baseman, was a 1 for 3, a single, and a run in. Hot corner man, that is Eschuri Ruiz. Perfect job out there to patrol that half area. Third baseman out there with Aggie Rosario and Tyler Malone at first base. 1 ball and no strikes. And that's lifted high, fly into the air. Under it and camped is the center fielder, as he gets that one for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ben Ruta, the left fielder. A walk in the first and is 0 for 2. 3-0 shutout. And Midland's time is running out. They only got at least 6 more outs to play. Top half of the 8th and top half of the 9th innings. So far down by 3 runs. And all they have to do is get some base hits and get back in this one. And so far that would put the Missions out of the chance of winning the 52nd of the year. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, 2 away, bottom of the 7th. 3-0 San Antonio in front. Here's the 2-1. Right there, high fly in the air. Running after as the hot corner man calls off the shortstop and the pitcher as he gets it for the final out of the inning. No runs on 1 hit and no errors. Top half of the 8th inning, San Antonio leads it by 3. Leading off for Midland, Jordan Diaz, the hot corner man. So far, Lawson has been in this game, and that's going to be right there and out of play. So the count now is 0-1. Well, the time now is going to be called, and here comes the manager. And so far, that will do it for the starter here tonight. Dan Altavilla will be getting the call to the mound, and so far for Reggie Lawson, he's going to stand in to be the winner. And that win will be well deserved if the bullpen can hold up to a 3-0 shutout finish.
Your attention, please.
Dan Altavilla is coming in now, and he approaches the mound. 20-1 innings, ERA 5.75, and 24 over 12 in strikeouts and walks. Now here's the pitch. Right there, out of play. The count now is 0-2. So far, Dan Altavilla can throw a 4-seam fastball over 100 miles an hour. And this guy can plunk you in the head like no tomorrow. And that's the first out of the inning. Reggie Lawson gave up 3 hits, gave up no runs, and struck out 5 tonight. and stayed in 7 straight innings of play. And he stands to be the winning pitcher for the Missions here tonight. And out of play, and the count now is 0-1. Jonah Bride, the designated hitter, struck out, fly out, 0 for 2. Top of 8 here tonight. And now the 0-1. Right there inside the cold strike. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Right there, high fly into the air. Center fielder running after it. Calls the right fielder, Joshua Mears. He calls him off to make the catch, and 2 away. Ramon Lauriano, the center fielder. Back last time up, he flied out. Strikeout and 0 for 2. So 2 away, and this could be another 1-2-3 shutout inning for Midland. Right there, that's a slider. And the count now 1-0. 11,165 in tonight's attendance. I gotta say, it was a pretty good ball game as we're wrapping up on a Friday evening. 2 balls, no strikes. We'll say it. Correction, 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch right there, and that will go out of play as that one's foul tipped into foul grounds. So 2 balls and no strikes. 2-1. Outside for the ball, 3-1. On deck is Mickey McDonald. McDonald coming in on deck, and here's the pitch. That's going to load the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good wrap-up finish we have here tonight. 3-0 our score in the top of the 8th inning. Now, you may be listening on the radio, and so far, you might be like, oh, wow, that's pretty good. Right there, swing and a miss. And going down on strikes. And that puts them still with a goose egg on their top half. Now into the box is shortstop C.J. Abrams. Single run and 1 for 3. Abrams starts the bottom of the home 8th inning. 3 outs remain for both sides. That is San Antonio and Midland. So far, 3-0 is the shutout. Mission's keeping them off the board. And now here's the 0-1. That is down low. The count now is 0-2. On the 4-seam fastball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Abrams goes down as the first casualty of the inning. Not happy about that one.
The catcher.
And he's going to get into the home plate umpire. Ain't right. I mean, that should have been 2 balls and 1 strike, but evidently it was 0-2. He swung after it. So I will say, don't go be blaming the home plate umpire for calling that bad shot. Well, I wouldn't say it would be bad, but don't argue with that home plate umpire, guys. Come on. Now that into the box is Winston Sawyer. Sawyer coming in and is ready to go. That's the 4-seam fastball down low, and the count now is 1-1. 1 away after the strikeout. And that's a swing and a miss, the slider. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Single on the run, that is 1 for 2 for Winston Sawyer. One ball and 2 strikes, the count. Here's the pitch. Outside. The count now is 2-2. 3 outs from being shut out. And Midland's time is running out. And that's right there. Right to second. Right to first for the out and 2 away. Well, one more chance for the missions that will bring in Robert Hassel, the center fielder. I was going to say C.J. Abrams, but he is retired for the rest of the game. And Robert Hassel coming in, and that's going to be lined right there into foul territory. And now the count now is 0-1. 2 away, nobody on bases. Outside, the slider will even things at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's outside. Whoa, that's a good call right there. 2 balls and a strike. It is swing and a miss, and that will even things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and that's right there. High fly into the air, right field, and he's going to get out of here. And Hassel gets one. What a way to get this ball game going. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, he scores 1 in. And it's a 4-0 shutout in this ball game. My goodness, that was a beautiful play. And right there, as it goes 105 in the exit velocity, it was a 356 feet fastball. Jeff Criswell, 6'4" and 225-pound, age right-hander, which is 21 years of age. Coming in, and he is ready to go.
Now batting, number 33.
And that's going to bring in number 33. And that is Tyler Malone. 2 for 3, double, single, and 3 runs batted in. And so far, 3 of those runs are well earned. Slider inside. The count now is 0-2. 4-0. Missions look to secure the victory. And they did that just in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's going to be a swing and a miss, and Malone goes down on strikes. But Robert Hassel unleashes one here in right field. And we play 8 full. And we go to the top of the 9th. San Antonio leads it 4-0. Mickey McDonald, the right fielder, tripled in the 3rd and is 1 for 3 here tonight. So far looking in is Altavilla. And here's the pitch to him. That's going to be a 4-seam fastball. And the count now 0-1. Top of 9 here tonight with 3 outs remaining. So far, Midland being shut out by 4 runs. Here's the 0-1. 2-seam fastball outside. 1-1. So that one just missed. So 1-1 to count. Whoa, swing and a miss. The 2-seam fastball gets him down. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. First out here in the top of the 9th. Midland down to their final 2 outs.
Second baseman, Marcos.
And it could very well happen that this will be a 4-0 finish here tonight. And the Missions only need 2 more outs left from their relief pitcher, Dan Altavilla. Here's the pitch to him. Right there and out of play. So that goes foul. Foul into left. And that is Marcos Brito. Single on the first by the 1 for 3. Here's the 0-1. And right there, out and left, and that goes foul. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on. 0-2. Right there, 4-seam fastball, and the count is 0-2. 4-0 our score. Top of 9. 0-2. Swing and a miss. And 2 up, 2 down. And down to 1 more.
The left fielder,
And they are in hot water now. Or should I say in deep doo-doo as it is. Oh my goodness, that just makes me laugh when you say something like that. Oh boy, howdy. Still 1 ball, no strikes to Lazaro Armenteros, the left fielder, as he flied out in the 6th and is 0 for 3. The last chance for Midland here tonight in the 1-0. Outside, two-seam fastball and the count 2-0. Well, I gotta say, that was just so funny when we look at it. As you guys may know, this is what has been a perfect ball game. And so far, Dan is trying to get it in there. Right there, the 4-seam fastball. And the count now is 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Last out of the inning. Here's the 2-1. And that one is popped foul. And now they're down against it. Their final strike of the night. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. And that's right there. High fly in the air. Catcher under it. And uh-oh. Thought he would make the play. And that would have been the ball game right there. 2-2. Right there. And looked out there in the home dugout. Boy, howdy. That nearly got somebody. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And right there to first. First baseman under it, and that's the ball game. 4-0 shutout over the Midland Rockhounds. And what a terrific game this was on a Friday evening. So the 6th inning propels them to the win. And so far, it was a good one here tonight. We got more right after this, as Missions will pick up their 52nd win of the year. And now that's going to be Midland at 49-51 and San Antonio 52-44. Well, we're going to be back here with the AA scores. And we will be right back after these words from our proud sponsors.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Missions. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rockhounds, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And so tonight we wrap up the Friday night game here in the Alamo City of San Antonio. We'll go ahead and give you your AA Central scores, but first we got to look at Springfield and Northwest Arkansas. So far the Naturals win 2. And so far, now they are 52-47 of the year. Springfield losing 2. Now they are 36-64. So my goodness, that ain't even good for Springfield. Let me tell you guys that right now. Well, the Tulsa Drillers winning tonight in Wichita. And so far the Wichita Wind Surge will lose. And that will put Tulsa to 55-45. And that puts Tulsa to 2nd place. So Wichita 58-42. And Arkansas shuts Corpus Christi. Or should I say, they don't shut them out just exactly, but holy mackerel. That was a game right there. So I will say this, that Arkansas now at 55 and 45. So that stands to be corrected. Tulsa does not go to second place unless if they win tomorrow night's game versus Wichita. Well, that will do for the, or should I say, holy mackerel, am I forgetting something? I do apologize about that. Okay, 58 and 42 for the Wichita Wind Surge. Arkansas 55 and 45, and Tulsa as well. So both teams, Arkansas and Drillers, 55 and 45. Northwest Arkansas 52 over 47, and Springfield 36 and 64 of the year. So not good for those guys at all. Just feel real sorry for them that they didn't have a pretty good, decent year. Well, Frisco will be 46, correction, do apologize. 56 and 43 of the year. San Antonio, 52 over 44. Now, Midland, 49 and 51. Well, 49 and 52, so pretty much they pretty much, yeah, 49 and 51. So correction, I'm pulling your leg right there, ladies and gentlemen. So Corpus Christi lose to Arkansas 11-1. So Amarillo wins by the final score of 9-5 over the Rough Riders. So they get their 46th victory. So that means Amarillo will move to the 4th spot. So pretty good right there for the Sod Poodles. So they get right in, and they will get the 4th spot. So gotta say, that right there is pretty good. Well, for all of us here tonight, final score 4-0 shutout. Reggie Lawson stands to be the player of the game and the winner on the mound. Parker Dunshee gets the loss, and Dan Altavilla gets the save. Well, for all of us here, we will see you all Saturday night. And for more, check out theShowNation.com, and you can purchase and print your tickets from SAMissions.com for the remainder of 2021. For all of us, 4-0, and San Antonio, 1-all, this bud's for them.